How can you trade the even market? It's very simple. How do you go about it? So we'll actually be doing the trades that is on RI Traders. How do you get there? You just need to search on your browser, that is for RI Traders, like that. Okay, so you just need to search for RI Traders, then click search. It'll actually pop as we have it'll actually be at the top of the link, so you just need to open. Yeah, okay, let's cancel that. Okay, so in case you have a Deriv account, all you need to do is just log in. In case you don't have a Deriv account, just sign up. Then because I already have a Deriv account, I'll just click login and authorize. Because I had already authorized, automatically it'll just log I'll just get logged in. Okay, so you can actually see it's actually authorizing. So the moment you log in, this should be your adding page. Your adding page should be that is under the advanced rights. Okay, it's very simple. Then the next thing that you'll do, since you want to trade that is the even market, in case you also you want to know how to trade the odd market, you can check out for that video. So just click the scalper. Then you have the even scalper. This one. I was trading that is odd in my previous trade. Now I want to trade even. You can also check videos on how you can trade 4 and 5 here. So just load the even scalp, and that's how we do it for those guys who have new Deriv accounts or those accounts that are already migrated. In case you are using that is the old accounts, so the moment you click advanced right, this should be your adding page. So you just need to click this part for the select bot. Then you have this robot we call the even scalp. This one, just click load and it will be loaded. That is on our bot builder. So right now either you have an old account or a new account, we are on the same page. So the next thing we'll do is just click this part for the global shared, click the stop trading option. This is the maximum consecutive losses we can take. Of course, consecutive losses is for them, that's the maximum we can take. Then you have this part for the target profit. Click there, then let's go to the stop loss. We'll actually risk like let's risk like 1300 USD. Okay, that will actually act as our stop loss. You can also set up your target profit, but for this case personally I don't need to set up the stop loss, the target profit, because I'm actually doing scalping. Anytime you make a win, the robot will automatically stop. Then let's go to this part for the risk manager. Set up my stake. I'll do a stake of $100. Okay, then of course this is a martingale. Yeah, so I have already set up my that is my stake. Now we are ready to take the trade. So we are actually trading even, and this robot, I'll actually explain the details on how this robot is executing the contracts, that is after the trade, but it's very simple. The whole idea is 3 consecutive odd digits, then the robot executes a trade on that is even. In case for loss, the robot has one recovery limit, meaning it only that is attempt to make an instant recovery only once. In case of 2 consecutive losses, the robot will switch to market 2. You can actually see we have market 1 and market 2. At the market 2, the robot of course will actually switch to a different volatility. So right now we'll not be trading on the same volatility that is on market 1, and that will actually help us to avoid market manipulation, market fluctuations, and hitting a lot of that is continuous losses on a single volatility. So it increases our chances of recovery in case of a loss. So just click start to start scalping. So what is happening, anytime the robot makes a win, it will always stop. Just wait and see. 3 consecutive odd digits, then the robot executes a trade on even. So everything is fully automated, no more struggles. Yeah, that's a loss recovered. You can actually see that. So once you make a win, the robot will always stop, and you can actually see what has just happened. So in case you want to execute another trade, you just need to click start. So it's a scalping robot. Yeah, so we are supposed to take those small bits of profit until we hit our target profit. Then in case we hit some continuous losses, like 3 consecutive losses, then recovery, the next thing we need to do is just go to market 1 and switch the volatility. That's another win. Yeah, those are 4 trades, 2 wins, 2 losses. Let's take another trade. So it's very simple to actually trade with these robots. That's another win. You can actually see that you have taken 5 trades, 3 wins, 2 losses. Currently floating at a profit of $222 US. Another trade, no year loss, another win. Currently at 291 USD. So you can actually see there's no much struggle. I don't understand why you'll have to go somewhere and wait for someone to give you a signal or even give you live trades. You just need to understand on how to use the scalpers, and you'll be good to go, because you just need to load it, set up the parameters, of course, apply good risk management, then just execute your trades pole pole. The only thing you need to make sure you are using, in case you are using these calipers, I would advise you to use a PC, because of course a PC will has some good speed. Yeah, I also expect it should give you some good performance, and that will actually that is a result as some good profits. Yeah, so just make sure you are using your PC and you'll be good to go. Yeah, for example, how is this robot trading? We have we say the only part you're supposed to set up is the global shared. We have the stop trading option, set up the maximum consecutive losses. I always advise for even on the market. Then we have this part for the target profit and stop loss guard. Set up your stop loss right there. And your target profits not so much important, because we are doing scalping. Anytime you make a win, the robot will always stop. Then you have this part for the risk manager. Set up your stake here. Of course, the material, we are using a material factor of 2. Then let's go to market 1 and see what is happening in market 1. You can actually see market 1, we are on volatility 101s. Okay, just in case you happen to hit like 3 consecutive losses, 1, 2, 3, then the robot recovers. What do? You just need to come to market 1 and switch to a different volatility like that. Then close that option. That will actually help in case that volatility has some market fluctuations. At least you don't get caught up again. Then now let's go to trade definitions. You can actually see we are trading even. Okay. Then if you go to, that is the risk manager, of course, this is the logic that you are actually applying. This is a condition that you are applying. If there are 3 digits are odd, execute a trade on even, then the robot has a recovery limit of 1. What that means is that this robot will only apply instant recovery only once for market 1. So in case we happen to hit 2 consecutive losses, the robot will pause and switch to market 2, which is this one. If you go to market 2, you can actually see we are on volatility 1s. The other one we are on volatility 101s. So just in case you hit 3 consecutive losses and you switch the volatilities for market 1, make sure you don't set 1s, because market 1 and market 2 should always have 2 different volatilities. Okay, so you can actually see we are on volatility 1s. If you go to trade definitions, you can actually see we are still trading even. Then if you check the strategy, you can actually see we are still applying the same condition. If there are 3 digits are on, apply that is execute a trade on even, then we have a recovery limit of 1. Okay, it's a very simple strategy, by the way. Then if you go to the market switcher, you can actually see market switching is enabled. This one is also enabled, but continuous trading is off. The reason why it's off, because we want after every win the robot to stop. But in case you want like the robot to continue running until you hit your target profit, but still continue to check for the same conditions, for the same strategy, for the same logic, you just need to enable these. Yeah, so this is a condition. You can actually see the robot is only switching from market 1 to market 2 the moment you hit 2 consecutive losses. It's that simple. Yeah, 2 consecutive losses, then the robot switches to market 2. So that's what really happening. Yeah, so it's that's how you do it. I don't understand why you need to go and struggle with market analysis, and like you struggle waiting for someone to give you a signal, struggle waiting for live trades. You just need to get on LA traders and backtest these robots, see how the best they perform. And again, don't get used to trading one market all the time. You can trade even using an even scalper. You can trade odd with an odd scalper. You can trade that is over 4 with over 4 scalper. You can trade under 5. Like, just get used to trading different markets so that you don't get caught up. Okay, it's very simple. Then make sure you join the LA Traders community so that anytime I share these trading ideas, at least you'll always be the first one to get them. For example, how do you do it? When you're on LA Traders, you just need to click this icon. Then join the WhatsApp channel and Telegram channel with these 2 platforms, yeah? So that at least anytime I share something, at least you'll be the first one to actually get it. So make sure you join the 2 platforms. Then you, in case you want to watch exclusive videos, you can go join. That is our YouTube channel. And of course, it will be of much help. Yeah, so make sure you join the 2 platforms. You can actually see right now we took 7 trades, 4 wins, 3 losses, and we closed at a profit of $291.